suggesting, Trilogy is the t-shirt who well, not founded it, I guess.
For me, teamwork, particularly in swimming, is an interesting one. Obviously, swimming is an individual sport, but we swim and train as a dolphin squad. So there's so much elements of teams involved in that. We know as a swimmer, we all have our individual jobs to do on the team, and when that happens, the team does come together as a unit. I personally love racing relays because that's the one chance you do get to sort of celebrate with 3 other athletes of the team. And you know that you all have your individual jobs to do, and when it does sort of all click and fit together, usually sort of success and some great results do follow, and you get to stand on the podium and sort of sing the anthem pretty proudly with 3 other of your best mates. And it's moments like that really do stay with you for the rest of your life. We're pretty lucky that the team on the Dolphins is pretty broad. We've got a wide range of ages, and we're accepting of everyone, and sort of we have rookie inductions to welcome the first team members. We have a lot of sort of rituals that we do where you get your first sort of Australian tracksuit, your green and gold. It's a pretty special moment, and it's ones that you look back in 20 years' time and certainly will remember them pretty proudly. Another important part of teamwork is the whole team that's around the athletes, and it's interesting being a swimmer that I stand up on the podium, but I sort of represent a lot of other people that have supported me on my journey. Obviously, my parents have played a big role in that. Mum was the first one to wake up, and drive me to school pretty early mornings. So she was really supportive, and so was my dad as well. But nowadays, I've got a coach, I've got a physio, I've got a whole team around me that really do support me, and they're the ones that probably don't get enough credit. I remember Mum waking up sort of 5 a.m, driving me to school, to training. She'd pick me up from school as well, and so without her support, early in my career, I wouldn't be where I am today. But they're super proud parents of I guess what I can do in the water. They're always there cheering, and it doesn't really matter if the result's good or bad. Mum's usually got a tear in her eye, so that's pretty special. Yeah, the last year and a bit's been really difficult, obviously with COVID. It was so unusual for us not competing, but then also not sort of seeing our teammates as well. So there was this big gap and this big distance between all of us. So a lot of us really struggled because, we do enjoy that sort of social interaction as a team. And so for us, it was a combination of just coming together and using Zooms and sort of, online meetings to first check in with one another and just engage. But by the end of the COVID lockdown, we were doing cooking shows with other athletes on Skype and Zoom and a few bits and pieces, and really had a lot of fun. Just sort of checking in. Obviously, checking their mental health was a big concern of ours. The postponement of the Olympics was pretty difficult. I personally was pretty devastated for a month or two, and then realised, look, it's only postponed. It will happen again, hopefully in a year's time. And then just to put things back into perspective, we're all going through some difficult times. Just expressing that to other friends and teammates, and then sort of them saying the same thing, they're feeling exactly the same, was a really nice way to connect and just know you weren't alone. So that was a really important time during COVID. The Dolphins team is all spread out across the country, so we don't really get to see each other too much. But when we do, it's pretty special. A lot of us are sort of best mates and get along really well. So those Zoom sessions we were doing during COVID were really important.